Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Love Machine. Hope you all doing well. I'm doing well. I know it's been a couple of days since I made since my last video. I went to go see Age of Ultron, and it was great. But I'm gonna do a review on the movie later on, just not right now. Like I said, I know it's been a couple of days since my last video, but I've had some stuff to do, and I've had some stuff that I've been going through, and I don't want to share all that right now. But I am going to make a video today for you. I want to talk about an incident that happened today at work. As you all know, I work at Giant, or maybe you all don't know. Maybe I haven't talked about it enough. I haven't been really looking at my videos. For those of you just tuning in, I work at Giant. I work for Giant. I'm not gonna give out the location of the Giant I work at, as I don't want to get fired for I'm just gonna keep quiet about the place that the location I work in, and I'm just gonna talk about what happened. Let me start at the beginning. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever had a very long, frustrating day? Most of you should raise your hands. Most of you should, shake your heads yes, because if you do work, you have some long, frustrating days, and let me tell you, the location I work at is terrible, and let me give you an example of how terrible it is. We've hired a whole bunch of cashiers over the years, and we fired a whole bunch of cashiers and employees over the years. But currently, right now, we have maybe 3 tops cashiers working at the registers. Maybe like 2 baggers, like myself and maybe someone else. Maybe 3 tops, but that's about it. And we have a boatload of customers that come there. So 3 cashiers, like I'm going to say 2 managers, probably either the assistant manager there or the store manager there, sometimes both. But yeah, we get a boatload of customers and 3 registers, and we have like 3 registers open, and we have two managers maybe working on the floor, and it's just horrible. The bathroom is a mess. Sometimes I don't even want to go in there, especially the employee bathroom too. But the regular customer bathroom, people write on the walls, write real trifling shit on the walls, and I can't stand that shit. And I nearly got blamed for it. The customer blamed me for it, but I didn't do it. I don't know who the customer was. One of my coworkers said, I thought he was playing at first. I asked him, he said, no, someone said they saw you in there. I didn't. Anyway, that's a story for another time. Forgive me, y'all. I am so very tired. Anyway, when I first started, I was parcel pickup, basically pushing carts back and forth all day. I'm gonna say after my 3 months probation, they still had me working outside sometimes, but mostly they had me working inside. That's when they were hiring more people, so they mostly had me inside, sometimes outside. After my 3-month probation, and let me tell you, I can't even say I want to do one more than the other, because I don't want to do either. You see, one makes the time go faster, but it's a lot of hard work, whereas the other, the time goes slow and it's a lot of easy work. But I'd rather do neither of those jobs, but this is the only job I have. So now, while I was inside, I mostly did reshop. That's basically, returning the items that the customers didn't want back to their original shelves, original aisles and whatnot. And, basically bagging. But after a while, they saw that I could work the self-scan area. Even though I wasn't a cashier, I still sort of fixed the machines and knew what to do. They had to teach me some things, but I knew what to do. And after a while, I really, I got it. But the work there was frustrating too. Sometimes the machine would mess up. The customers would have to call you. You have to have this special card to fix the machines, and it happened very frequently. There was not a single shift where I had to where I didn't have to fix any of the machines. I always had to fix the machines. The customers get real irritated about the machines, and anyway, after the new manager came in, I no longer do the self-checkout area. She just wants all cashiers over the, not all cashiers, but mainly cashiers over the self-scan area, so they can, because it's a register over the self-scan area. So the new manager wants basically only cashiers over at this self-scan area. So basically I bag and do reshop, but that's not all I do. Sometimes if they want me outside, they'll put me outside. Sometimes if I have to help customers. Sometimes I have to work over in produce. Sometimes, the produce manager will ask me to help them. Sometimes I have to dump the trash. Well, I've always had to dump the trash. Even when I was outside, I've always had to dump the trash. And I have to do reshop, even though anybody else could do it, but they get me to do reshop. And I have to help customers. And I have to, it's a lot of shit that I do. I'm not a manager, but it's a lot of shit that I do. I'm glad I don't work at the customer service area. It's horrible over there. Okay, little side note, the customer service area, it's a nightmare. From what I see, it's a nightmare. It is a fucking nightmare. This is what my cousin told me when he was working there at the time. When you go to customer service, you kind of have to expect people to be mad. You have to expect angry customers. And I'm like, wow, I would lose my cool if a customer started cursing me out, but I'm lucky for me that's never happened. But on to the incident. Today was frustratingly long, even for a Monday, because usually weekdays are not that bad. But for a Monday, it was terrible. We had a boatload of customers, little cashiers, and little baggers. They had me doing just about everything. I'm not going to say everything, but they basically made me a robot the whole entire day. They thought I had an S on my chest, like I could do just about everything. And after a while, it's hot outside. I've had to help customers outside. And after a while, I started getting real irritated because I couldn't finish one task without them, telling me to do another. And I'm like this one person. Like, I'll be bagging and they'll ask me, "Hey, take this back." And I'll be in the middle of an order. I'm trying to bag up the order as much as I can, and they'll tell me, hey, you gotta take this back. You gotta take this back. And then while I'm taking the order back, they'll be like, hey, you gotta help this customer. You gotta help this customer. You see what I mean, right? You're tired when your head is leaning. I can kind of feel my head leaning. You're tired as fuck when your head is leaning. I can't even really sit myself upright. I gotta lean like this. Anyway, in the middle of a boatload of tasks I had to do, my manager asked me to do a task, and I snapped at him. I said, "What do you want?" Now, mind you, you have to understand, I don't condone what I did, but you have to understand from a very sympathetic point. They have me doing a lot of stuff, and it's like 70, probably 80 degrees outside. They have me doing a whole bunch of stuff, running around. I can't complete certain tasks without completing other tasks, and there are other baggers there, but they have me doing most of the stuff, and it's like, you don't see the other bagger there. Like, what is so important about me? So my manager looks at me like I'm like I done gone crazy. Like, who the hell is he? What the? He looked me up and down too. Like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a little frustrated right now. I explained to him what had happened. He said, you gonna snap at me and you didn't even, you didn't even hear the task I had for you. After a while, I felt a little bad, and then he was like, he just gave me a warning. He just told me don't do it again. And he gave me a little talk like, look, I understand it's hard. We're having a busy day. But if you snapped at me, your job is nearly in jeopardy. Imagine if you snapped at a customer. You'll be fired. Basically, is what he told me. If you snap at a customer, you'll be fired. Now, mind you, I don't normally snap on customers because I know better. But when your managers are telling you to do this, that, and the other, your coworkers are telling you this, that, and the other, after a while, you're gonna. It's like it was pent up aggression within me. Like, why the fuck are you bothering me? I'm just, It's anyway, I apologized to him again before I left, and I took my break, of course. I didn't have a break, that's another thing. And I was working so hard. We only get 15-minute breaks. Did I tell you that? 15-minute breaks. Like, what can you do in 15 minutes? See, literally. Alright, I'm going to sit down. Oh, it's time to go back to work. That's basically our break. Anyway, this just got sort of a cautionary tale for most of you. Just, I know you're having a hard day. We all have hard days, long, hard work days. And to just calm down a bit. Sometimes it can get really, really bad. You can get really, really frustrated, but try to keep your composure because you don't want to lose your job. And it was very unprofessional of me to snap at my manager, no less. Just relax, calm down. It's gonna get better. There's only a certain amount of hours that you're working there at that store, and then you go home. You can relax or whatever. Anyway, this is Love Machine. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you all again very, very soon.